If you received an assessment notice, you might have a few questions. Although an important document, it can be confusing if you don't know what you're looking at. Let's break it down. Just because this isn't a tax bill does not mean you should throw it away. These first few lines are for identification. It tells you this is coming from the City of Grand Rapids and confirms your name, address, and principal residence exemption info. The principal residence exemption is an exemption from the local school operating millage, typically 18 mills, lowering your property taxes. If you own and occupy your home as your primary residence, then you're eligible to claim the exemption by filing an affidavit with the city assessor. The percentage ranges from 0 to 100% as fully claimed as a primary residence. If the property has more than one home on it, is a multi-dwelling, used for other purposes, or is partially rented, then only a partial exemption is allowed. Next, we move to values for the prior and current year. Let's define some terms. The taxable value is the lower of either the capped or assessed value. The assessed value is a function of the true cash value of your property. It is set and cannot exceed 50% of the true cash value of your property. The capped value is a formula that takes the previous year's taxable value of the property and multiplies it by the inflation rate multiplier set by the state. This formula will also include any new construction or demolition to the property. The exception to this rule is when a property transfers ownership. The taxable value becomes uncapped the year after the transfer and is set to the assessed value. The assessment notice indicates whether a transfer has taken place for the property. When buying a property, it is a good idea to work with your lender to calculate what your property taxes will be the year after you purchase it. Finally, we have some contact information. Your notice will include how to reach out to the assessor's office with questions as well as information on the appeal process, including the deadline. You can appeal your assessed value, the uncapping of the taxable value, the percentage of the principal residence exemption, and the property classification. Once the appeal deadline has passed, these values are set for the tax year. We hope this video helps you understand the importance and purpose of the assessment notice. These are mailed in January of every year, so be on the lookout. As always, if you have any questions about the notice or your property, reach out to the assessor's office, who is happy to help.